Okay, let's get this game on the road. So we've got a few veterans, but actually a lot of the players in the game here haven't played before, which has been intentional on my part. I've chosen a lot of people that have worked in part or in whole in the cannabis industry that normally, are fighting for our rights every day, but they don't go out and do a lot of really crazy fun things. So today we're going to have some crazy fun things happen. Let's see anyway. So I think this has got the hairy Slingers already on it over here somewhere. There it is. So if we get the hairy Slingers, which is Jay, Judith, Carol, Carol up in the street. There she is. Oh, you look awesome, yes, I see. But yeah, you're over here. And then over here, oh, we got to get a marker out there. Beards and Bros. Okay. So we got Beards and Bros. Over here. So yeah, you write that on your name. So pull that beard right on. So
we need a new battery.
Over here, yeah, I didn't do full introduction.
Hate to tell you that.
Over here on the Hairy Slingers, we got Jay, who works at the Buyers Club. You may have seen him recently on the news making cookies when he won the Supreme Court of Canada case. Also from the Cannabis Buyers Club is Magic. She's been on the board of directors since I turned it into a non-profit society. And so, Magic's come along to the game. And then we also have Judith Stamps, who was instrumental in the Sensible BC campaign. Here in Victoria, she ran the office pretty much with Bill, her husband. And so Judith has now, I've roped her into editing the newspaper. And so she edits the newspaper and puts out a blog every Monday. Very thoughtful, really awesome blogs for us real intellectuals in the movement, that's for sure. So if you want to start thinking, you got to read Judith's stuff, that's for sure. And then finally we have Carol, one of the brightest sparks in the movement, who has also come through the Sensible BC campaign a couple of years ago. And she does a whole bunch of stuff online and on Facebook. You'd think she lives there, but she also loves to dress up and come out to our events and others, and it's always a joy to have her along. And so that's the Hairy Slingers. Over here, the Beard and Bros, we have Owen Smith, who used to be my baker at the Buyers Club and a couple other things. Then he got busted and went to the Supreme Court of Canada and changed the friggin' laws.
Right, Owen.
So great year for Owen. And then we've roped in a couple of the Beard brothers who actually today are also celebrating the grand opening of their dispensary on Port Street. So we got Scotty and Adam here. And
awesome.
So, thanks for taking time out of your really busy day for having some fun. And then we have Jason Wilcox, who has been leading the I guess it's Cannabis Rights Coalition now, formerly the MMAR Coalition Against Repeal, that has been behind the Allard case, the injunction that has kept patients' rights to be able to grow their own medicine under John Conroy. And so Jason's been fundraising and doing all sorts of stuff. And he's actually come over with his team. Todd is Canada. I'm not sure who else came over. You, Todd? And Dusty, they came over. These guys were over in Vancouver this afternoon even. They came, and so they've got stories of what's happened. But anyway, Jason's all over, and actually a former employee of the Buyers Club as well. So I've known Jason for a very long time. Not even sure how long now. But certainly a bunch of interesting characters here for you today to play a game show. And yeah, you played the game in years past. That's right. Yeah. So you've got Owen roped in a veteran there, but yeah, I don't think anybody but Jay played on this team, and Owen's the only one over here, other than Jason from years ago. So yeah, like I say, I got a fresh crew here to play with. Pardon?
I wasn't even invited.
Oh, you did play the first year. Okay, cool. Okay, I guess I still played the game back then. It feels like so long that I've played this game. My goodness. But here we go, folks. So, I'll explain the rules once for everybody, but the rules are pretty simple. I have 10 chances to get points. 8 of them are trivia questions. So I'll ask a question. If you know the answer, you clap. As soon as you clap, you got to give me an answer. You can't talk to your teammates anymore. Can't think about it. You clap, you gotta give me an answer. If you get it right, you get 20 points. If you don't, the other team gets a guess for 20 points. Takes me a minute to squeeze it out sometimes, but they get one shot. If nobody gets 20 points, you're gonna talk for a minute or two, give you some more hints, and you get to clap for another 10 points. If neither team gets the 10 points, then we go to multiple choice. I'll explain the multiple choice when we get there. It's pretty easy. And I think I make up pretty much everything else. That's the basic rules of the game. Let's see, it's been a while since I played the game, so maybe I forgot the rules. That'll be fun too. But here it is. So I start out each game, the first question I'd like to ask about Hempology 101 or our sister club, the Victoria Cannabis Buyers Club. I've mentioned it a few times here. It's a dispensary I started almost 20 years ago. Next year will be 20. And I haven't ran it for a couple of years. And so now I've focused on Hempology 101, and the newspaper is really my job. But I'd like to ask a question about either the Cannabis Buyers Club or Hempology 101. And in some cases, you know, it's somewhat embarrassing, but it was really hard finding a question that could be embarrassing for these guys. So let's just see how much they know or remember. Now, we've done a lot of stuff for Hempology. I estimate I've done probably around 38 or 3,900 hot rallies, events of different kinds, meetings and such. And when I first moved to Victoria 20 years ago, September 2nd again, our 20-year anniversary coming up, we would hold weekly meetings every Wednesday night. And we held them all over downtown Victoria. For 20 points, do any of you remember how many years I did those weekly meetings before we had to pull the plug? It was really sad to pull the plug because honestly it had nothing to do with the police. It had everything to do with drunk idiots showing up. They figured if I had the right to smoke pot in public, they had the right to drink in public and do whatever the hell else they wanted. And after getting assaulted again by somebody at Hempology because of their just stupidity, and ending up literally sending the guy to jail because that was the only other way to deal with it. I think they beat you. Sorry, that was close actually. But anyway, I'll get back to my story in a minute. Let's see. You get 20 fat points if you can remember how many years, buddy? 10 years? No. And I'm not going to give it away by the look on my face. I'm a professional. Because these guys are ready to guess. How many years? 13? No. And I don't really want to give out a lot more hints because these guys know it's been a number of years since I've done it. But it's something that, you know, there's 10 fat points on the table and I'm not going to give that up really easy here. So it wasn't 10 years, it wasn't 13 years, but someone's clapping, they think they know how many years. 15 years. No, it's not 15. So, yeah, you guys got to guess it. 11, no. Okay, these guys are working for it. So please, I should say, if you're in the audience and you know, please don't spit out any of these answers. There's not a lot of prizes at stake today, but there's more ego here than some might admit. And so there's a lot at stake here. So what I do now is I give out 4 options, 4 multiple choice options, okay? If you know the answer, don't spit it out or nothing. Because I'm going to come and quietly get the answer from your team. You don't want the other team to hear your answer. And so I'll give you 4 options, and I'll read it twice, just so you can think about it. Did I do weekly Hempology meetings for 9 years, 12 years, 14, or 16 years? 9, 12, 14, or 16 years, guys. But, well, we don't do the weekly Wednesday night meetings anymore. We do still organize weekly 420s at the University of Victoria while the school year is on. So right now, obviously, they're not in, but starting in September, actually September the 9th, We have a large 420 every Wednesday in the very center of the Victoria University campus. And it's certainly meant for students, but anybody is welcome to show up and have fun with us. So that's been going on now. The weekly 420s at UVic, I think this will be our 17th year coming up. But that's not the question today. The question today is that did I hold the weekly downtown ones 9, 12, 14, or 16 years? Points it is. Somebody gets some points here. No, it's not 9. It was 12. They got it. Yes, 12. So 5 points to the Beer Brothers. And so they're having to work for it very hard here. And so we'll see. I knew nobody would get that real easy, but anyway, it's a trivia game show, right?